pleasure here. Let's talk about the other uses of tener, plus an additional verb called venir. I'll talk about it later, but first let's focus on tener. Tener can be used in other different ways as well. It can be shown that you have to do something without, using the verb haber, which is a lot more complicated. I'm not going to explain that now. And it can also be used with some forms of condition, like saying that you're hungry or sleepy or tired. No, not tired, but like hungry or sleepy or thirsty or whatever. Things like that. And then I'll talk about veneer after I talk about these two things. So let's talk about having to do something. One use case of tener is that showing you have to do something, obviously. I just said that there. You need to conjugate tener plus add the word que, which means like that generally, but it can also be used to mean to, plus an infinitive, since the verb tener is conjugated. Remember, if you have a verb and if you have a conjugated verb and then you have a verb after it, it must be an infinitive. Even if there's like a verb called que, even there's like a word called que, or like any preposition, it have to be in the infinitive form. Like, for example, tengo que ir al restaurante. I I have to I have to go to the restaurant. Tiene que comprar la ropa. Usted or él or ella has to buy the clothes. We or tenemos que escribir un cuento, which is tenemos, which like we have to escribir, we have to write un cuento, a story. Another use case of tener is using condition. Well, sometimes it's usually you would use a start, like for example, to say that you're tired or happy, or like no, like if you're tired. But sometimes you should use tener, like if it's use it with adjectives such as hungry, thirsty, tired, sleepy, and so on. When you're using tener, you're literally saying that you have sleep or you have hunger or you have tired. You have tired. So just remember, don't forget to conjugate tener because you're showing that your subject has whatever of these things. And I just want to say that you don't use cansado. It's sue. If you want to say you're sleepy, it's sueño. For example, look at these three example sentences. I just changed one because I realized that you can't use cansado with tener because that's like a star condition. You would use a star for that. So let's talk about these three sentences. Tengo sueño. Literally translate, I would say like it means I have sleep. Sueño actually means dream, but it can also be used to mean sleepy. So when I say tengo sueño, I mean I have sleep, which is just weird, but that's how Spanish works, I guess. And then the next one is tiene hambre. This one makes a lot more sense because it's she she or he or you formally have hunger. That makes a lot more sense. Tenemos sed, which also makes a lot more sense because we have thirst, which is really close to being thirsty. Let's talk about the other verb, venir. The reason I put it in here is because it's very, very similar to tener in besides meaning and the fact that it's an ir verb. It means to come, so that means it's the opposite of this is supposed to be ir. I don't know why autocorrect I guess just made it it. It means it's the opposite of the verb ir, which means to go. It has the same conjugation pattern as then again the whole autocorrect thing as tener, besides the whole being an ir verb thing. And since it uses positioning, like you're coming to a certain place, you need to use a. So, and it works the same way as ir, actually. So, yo vengo a mi casa. Remember, it has the same conjugation pattern as tener. So that means its stem changes in the two form, LA usted form and AOCS ustedes form, but its yo form is also irregular, using a go instead of just an O. So that's why it's yo vengo a mi casa. I come to my house. Usted viene al centro comercial. You come to the commercial center or mall or whatever. Nosotros venimos a nuestro casa. Again, I'm using possessives here. Like, nosotros venimos, we come to our house. Nuestro casa. So in the next video, I plan to be probably talking about affirmative two commands, and that's going to be actually the end of my Spanish 1 introduction series. So once I do the affirmative two command video, you should check out the Spanish 1B channel, the Spanish 1B playlist. I've already posted a video in there. It's about present progressives. So in the Spanish 1B channel, I'm going to go present progressives and probably use demonstrative adjectives, and after that, past tense. Well, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to email us if you would like to have a class with us. And yeah, I guess that's it.